I don't really remember a time in my life when I wasn't reading. Every car ride, every trip to my grandparents' house, every moment of downtime, I had a book and pencil in my hand. I'm Rose Bythrow, and this is my literacy story. The first book I remember reading is Going on a Bear Hunt by Michael Rosen. It tells the story of a few kids going through forests, tall grasses, and rivers to find this big brown bear. Although I didn't realize it at the time, the book taught me how to persevere through difficult times. There's one line I remember well. It says, "Oh no, a forest, a big dark forest. We can't go under it, we can't go over it, we'll have to go through it. Stumble, trip, stumble, trip, stumble, trip." This line reminds me not to avoid the dark force of life. It reminds me that it's better to stumble, trip through it than to avoid the journey altogether. Reading and writing have taught me the importance of stories. While not everyone can connect to the characters or settings in a book, everyone can connect to the idea that stories need to be told. As humans, we desire to be known. We desire our stories to be told, and reading other people's stories and books remind us of this desire. In middle school, I ran with this idea as I began to write my own stories. Looking back on those stories now, they would not be considered eloquent or inspirational. But the important thing is, they were my stories. For the first time, I was able to write myself onto a page and understand a bit of who I was. When I got to high school, I became more self-aware and got embarrassed by my writing. So, I stopped writing altogether. Instead, I turned to reading. I would go to Barnes & Noble and sit in their big chairs and try to read entire books in a day so I wouldn't have to buy them. I especially got interested in John and Hank Green's YouTube videos about stories and life in general. This led me to read all of John Green's books over and over until I basically had them memorized. My favorite was Paper Towns. I liked it because John Green was able to put all my jumbled high schooler thoughts I had in my head into understandable words. I felt like his stories were my stories. Even though I was reading every chance I got, I still felt this calling to write, but I never could. Every birthday and Christmas, I would receive blank journals as presents. It felt like a joke. Why would people give me these journals I can't bring myself to write in? Is this all a big joke? It wasn't until my freshman year of college when I found my voice again. All at once, things happened in my life that I couldn't understand or control. So I picked up one of the blank journals in the stack I'd accumulated for years, and I began to write. 1 year later, I had filled hundreds of pages with poems, stories, thoughts, and paintings. While reading helped me relate and understand other people's stories, writing gave me a voice. Today, I am so excited to help other people share their stories through teaching and journalism, and I am very grateful for the books and experiences that have helped me realize that passion.